let me say a few words about today's topic.
Om Maharam, Vandami Naman Swamiji. Thank you very much, Dr. Ameet Bakhai. Heartiest welcome to you. First time to the Jane World Peace Center. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming for this talk. In terms of a brief introduction to Ameet, I don't know where to start.
Keep it brief.
Keep it brief. It's difficult to keep it brief with all the accolades you've got. But Dr. Ameet Bakhai is a very eminent cardiologist.
That's fine.
If you want to know more about him, as you said, keep it brief, go to Google, put his name down, and you'll see the whole list of accolades of what he's achieved. But in terms of the reason for the talk today, it's interesting to know that a few months ago, I think in October, Ameet gave a call that his father was not keeping well. And he really wanted, his father requested for respected Swamijis to come and bless him. It just so happened that Swamijis had gone to India, and they came, on the day they landed, I gave sent a message to respected Swamijis, would you please mind coming to the hospital and bless Amit's father? Now look at, Swamiji is gladly accepted. He says, we are more than happy, we just landed, we've arrived at the center, and we'll be more than happy to go to the hospital and bless his father. I passed on the message to Ameet, and what Ameet said is that I know my father is critically ill, but Swamijis have had a long flight coming all the way from Delhi. It's not fair on Swamijis to come and visit my father today. Let them take rest and let them come the next day. Now can you imagine how sort of the line of thoughts, when your father is seriously ill, you want the Swamijis to come as soon as possible, but here he is that he looks after the welfare of everyone. Swamijis did go the next day. And it was such a rare sight to see when Swamijis visited his father, and I live for Ameet or respect Swamijis to describe that how they actually described his father. He's a very evolved soul, and I'm sure Ameet will touch upon it. But in terms of, we're also very good friends, Ameet and I, and what's very unique about Ameet, besides his kind of qualifications, is he wants to ensure that everyone realizes the best potential. When we meet socially, he'll be asking Rajiv, what are you up to next? What's your next challenge? And so all what he's striving for is that each one of us should be going to the best of our potential. Whatever your interests are, what's the next level you should be aspiring to? So it's going to be a very inspiring talk today. And without taking much further time, heartiest welcome to you, Ameet, and welcome to the center.
Thank you.
Yes, please. You can open.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mangalam Bhagwan Veero Mangalam Gautamo Gani Mangalam Sthuli Bhadradya Jain Dharmostu Mangalam Sarva Dharmostu Mangalam. I pay my homage in the lotus feet of Vitarag Bhagavan Mahavir, Reverend Gurudev Sri Mahashamanji, Dr. Bakhai, respected Samniji, and the students of certificate course, and which is, I think we are slowly near to the completion, 2 or 3 lectures still there remaining. Today's topic, I can say the 11th hour of our life. And mostly people plan about their life, but hardly someone or very few people, they plan for how conclude the conclusion chapter, the conclusion of my thesis. I still remember, I think whole thesis and last 6 months, I was constantly thinking how to conclude, what is my concluding derivations. So most important. Similarly, we human beings, following different religions sometime, and those who are in Jainism, specifically we are proud to be a Jain,
where there is a lifestyle of laymen and lifestyle of sadhu and sadhvis. But how to conclude the life, very nicely depicted, not in one book, but many books dedicated. And I think the early Jainism, the medieval Jainism, and even today modern Jainism, also thinking about that how to conclude the thesis of life, how to conclude the life chapter. So, a person who started their journey, you think about family planning, weddings, and your education, and further education, and your banks, your everything you think, your house planning, your car planning, everything you think. But the planning, how to conclude this chapter beautifully, and that is documented in Jainism. Two prominent words, sanlekhana. So it is coming from the Sanskrit root liha. Liha means you make it short, thinning process. So if a body is working and body is prominent to work every time, so at that time, Bhagavan Mahavir never instructed you take santhara or sanlekhana. No, when you can't do anything from it, and then you get ready, and how to live, how to get ready for this 11th hour. So this process is thinning ego, anger, deceit, and then thinning the body and getting into the penance. And penance is not only one type, but 12 types of internal and outer penance. So this is all a big journey. It is not an overnight change. So planning of sanlekhana, and it's the year 12 years duration is documented in our shastras. And when the really time comes, and again there is a permission, sometimes there is a big question mark, is santhara, is suicide? No, not at all. Because it is a planning of 12 years, and sometime early planning. Sometime here and there, when I visited, and I still can remember more than 100 people I visited during the termination of their time, when parents, then family members, all are feeling helpless. And at that time they call us, and specifically Bapuji's name? Shashikant Bhai. I have seen his glowing face, with beaming with peace, and it's the same smile. And when we reached, he was so happy. And then we said, shall we take in a journey of Swadhyay? And Vipul Pragyaji sang some Gujarati things, and he was so happy, something he started singing with us. And when he narrated his condition, his situation, he said it is rare, Samniji, and it is beyond the medical words understanding. So sometimes miracle happen, sometimes something happen through the high power of soul. So I'm not making it lengthy opening, but the opening is, yes, truly we have art of living, but the art of dying, which is very rare in Jainism. So now this, I'm giving this topic to the horses of mouth of the horses, because he has seen, he is doing with such people, and being a doctor of heart, he will really taking over your heart with this subject.
Oh, madam.
Amen.